If a hound dies alone beneath a cliff, is he really dead? That's the question Game of Thrones fans have been asking themselves since Arya Stark abandoned her captor-turned-protector at the end of Season 4. Sandor Clegane was fatally wounded after Brienne of Tarth bit off his ear and pushed him off a cliff in the Season 4 finale. Instead of offering him the gift of mercy and killing him, Arya left him to bleed out and die. But did he actually die? If he did, it occurred off-screen, which always leaves room for speculation. If there's any hope for the Hound, hints about him only live in George R.R. Martin's novels. Arya left the Hound under similar circumstances in the book A Storm of Swords, although it was a fight with different people that led to that outcome. That scene is the last time a character in A Song of Ice and Fire ever speaks to the Hound. In one theory, the Hound's story might continue with Brienne of Tarth, who spends the next book, A Feast for Crows, wandering the Riverlands looking for Sansa Stark. Her journey takes her to the monastery on the Quiet Isle, where she meets a monk who tells her the Hound is dead by the sword as he lived. The monk and the Hound do seem to have crossed paths, as Sandor's horse, the Stranger, lives in the monastery's stables. This monk seems to have a deep understanding of the Hound's character. He describes Sandor as a bitter, tormented soul, a sinner who mocked both gods and men. The monk claims the Hound died in his arms and that he buried the man personally. But what if the Hound's death was metaphorical, not literal? Could the character have decided to give up his The Hound persona after being saved from a near-death experience and decide to commit his life to a new purpose? Some savvy book readers have noticed that a novice gravedigger Brienne sees working on the Quiet Isle might be Sandor Clegane. This mystery person's face is covered by a scarf, making him hard to identify, but he does have a wound similar to one of the Hound's. He even pets a dog while Brienne is observing him, which many fans consider to be a clue placed by George R.R. Martin. If that's the case, it could be that the Hound is still alive and well, though he probably won't jump back into battle anytime soon. Even if this is the end of Sandor Clegane's story, it's much happier than the version where he's left to die alone after living a dark, violent life. No similar clues exist on Game of Thrones to prompt viewers to question the Hound's fate. After Arya abandoned him, both the character and actor Rory McCann have been entirely absent from the HBO series. Alex Graves, the director who filmed Sandor's death scene, said at the time, "The Hound, as I told the story, he's gone. How is he going to survive that?" That's not to say there's no hope left for the character on the show. A source told Game of Thrones fan site Watchers on the Wall that McCann was spotted at a hotel in Belfast, regularly used by Thrones cast members while they're filming, back in August. That news is enough to cause speculation that he might reappear in Season 6. If that's the case, he'd be in good company. Season 6 seems to be the year of returning characters. Both Bran Stark and Hodor are back after a one-season absence, and set photos seem to prove that Jon Snow is alive and well after the Night's Watch mutiny in the Season 5 finale. We'll be exploring more Game of Thrones mysteries in the following weeks. Voting is still open. You can vote for your favorite unsolved Game of Thrones mystery right now. We'll tackle the most popular mysteries first. Until then, keep a close eye on IGN.